Hi everyone, welcome to 150 hours of chess. Today is day 49. Um, yesterday I won two games, lost two games, and I was like, for the second last game, I was like, lost the game. I'm already feeling tired and being like, oh, should I play another game? Should I not? And then play another game and then lost the game. And I was like, oh, it's so painful. I still feel the pain. So if it do happen to me today that I start to feel tired, I might just call it a day rather than continue playing. So yes, let's start for today. Um, I wonder if that is. I wonder if this is related to that. I'm currently uploading yesterday's video. It's finished. Hmm. Um. Anyway, I'm gonna refresh it again and see if that helps. Cool. Oh my god. Okay. They fork me first and then take the bishop here, and now they are threatening my rock, and then I imagine queen here will be next move. With what I can see, rock control. Knight is controlling here. Queen here could be a check. King would have to go up. And then maybe the queen could go up again to check, and then they could maybe include the knight somewhere. Um, another thing is that they could take the rock here. My opponent have to rock on the back rank. Um, not included yet, but I mean just for white. It would be nice for them to include a rock here and then have this move. With my position, I have a rock here, controlling this file. I have a queen here, controlling here, and a knight here. I imagine my original plan was be something like queen and rock lining up here with the queen go to g2. That would be a checkmate. But now it's not doable because they put the pawn here and nothing else is controlling there. Um, I After the knight move, that my knight and the rock is in attack. I mean, knight could take the knight here, and then queen would take. But with this position, I think even though I have less piece, I have one less rock, but I have all my three pieces very active. Will my opponent only have two of them like active at the moment? I can sense that there is something could happen here to change the situation. Like if the rock take here, um, then that would be an immediate check. I mean, it could be they take take the pawn there, and then, well, I guess my knight could still go there, and then that would protect that would control the square, and then queen could go there. But the problem is that if they take, if after my rock take, that they use the h-file pawn to take, then these two squares is still controlled by my opponent. and I can't do anything about it to control the square. So that is not that ideal. Is there any other things I can do? I mean, I can get my knight there. If they don't take it, then queen could go to g2. If they take, oh no, the pawn is pinned to the king, so they can't take. However, after this move, because that is not immediate check, which means queen could drop check. Well, I guess rook can take, and then knight take, that is not immediate check, so that I can do queen g2. But if the knight take the rook here, then I would have time to do the queen here. I think that would be the solution. Okay, this is very early into the game. Okay, queen here. I think it would probably be lining up. Well, there is no immediate attack that I can see because there is nothing else lining up for this move. But what exactly am I up to here? I wonder, could it be this move? After queen there, and then with the pawn push, then that would attack the bishop there. Here is controlled by my knight. Here will be an exchange. And then I guess I can push it here. No, what exactly am I up to with that move? I don't quite understand. Like, why? Why? Really can't see. But anyway, the knight moved back. I also don't see. Are they aiming for the bishop attack? Because queen threatening there is could be quite powerful. Well, with the situation here, with knight could go here, but that is not doing anything. Knight here, sort of control the center, protecting the bishop here, but also not very active as well. So as the queen, not active. Bishop here is a bit blocked. That would push the pawn here to be able to control this diagonal, potentially hit the rook. Rook here not doing anything, rook here not doing anything. So the only actually active piece would probably be the bishop here. Maybe knight could be like active, controlling some of the center. After this move, bishop could be active. But still, my opponent is not very active. I have a knight in 2 active square controlling the center. I have a bishop here not actually doing anything because I mean, after the knight move to the center and then the pawn move, that it could be more active. But currently it's stuck. To rook here, that because it's not open file, so it's also not doing much thing. generally, I think white is in a better position. It's just because white have slightly more active square and the controlling slightly more center, I guess. With the black, this is the only active, like very active pieces that I can see. Something I can sense what white could do is g-file pawn push, attack the bishop. Bishop could drop, or it could trade the knight, I guess. Just open up the file for the king. And then, yeah, pawn push is a bit annoying because after that move, queen can't drop to the square to give king a check because here will be controlled by the knight and here is controlled by the pawn. And, well, I wonder if that is a move. Pawn push, block the trade here. And also, bishop could come in handy, attacking here, for the queen to attack here. If I do this move, what is that likely to do? Because that's also controlling where the knight could go. I don't see any immediate attack to the queen or anything. I mean, yes, they can drop it back to attack the queen. In that case, what am I gonna do? I mean, my queen could drop. Doesn't matter that much. And then, yeah, they might improve the knight's position. They might push the pawn to challenge my pawn and open up the attack on the knight. Well, I'm gonna do this. Move the bishop there, attacking there. That would be mate in one. They have to stop this. So if they take the knight here, I'm happily use the queen to take. They don't have a lot of immediate. I guess they could include the knight here to control that space. I guess I can push the pawn here to attack. Yeah, I think that I think that's a good move. If that is not, maybe it's here. Okay, okay. These are not the thing. What were they thinking? Hi, good evening. What's your thought? Like, my plan as white, if I'm giving this situation, I would push the pawn here and try to get the bishop controlling the h7 pawn, and then with the queen take h7, that would be checkmate. However, I have in mind that the bishop could go to g7, attack my queen, and then after f6 is empty, that the knight could come in to protect h7 here. But I mean, I could push the pawn up to attack here, and then I mean, queen is also controlling. Yeah, what's your thought? What can you see? That would be a good move. Hint, you have not considered that move yet. Okay. Okay, my consideration was mainly the pawn, bishop, and queen. What I haven't considered is the knight and the rook here. I mean, it doesn't seem that easy to include the rook in the game. I mean, rook could move to this open file. However, that doesn't use any tactic and immediately improve the situation. Rook to G file could be nice because that's attacking the king immediately. Well, not attacking the king immediately, but also lining up attack. It's like a threat. And then after this move, open up the file. Then it could be it could be a problem. With the knight move, I mean, with it here, knight can just take it for free. And with knight here, what can I do there? Wait, with the knight there, then queen can take here, that would be check. And also because this square, this position is occupied, so knight can't go there to protect this. Let's say if the knight go there, if the bishop take, then pawn can take. And after pawn take, rook and queen is lining up on the h file. So queen h7 could come. After, if they don't take, well, it doesn't make sense that they don't take, because nothing else could controlling here immediately. Wow, that come in with a check. Guess take here. This is interesting that they decided to. That's another check. Okay, this is not at all how I thought it would go. It's so bizarre. Well, I guess queen take is better because that also have a check. Yeah, my thought was like not go there immediately being take, but then I realized that there is the queen move. This is cool. Okay. I feel like I probably challenged their queen. Bishop tried to attack my rook. I use the knight to attack the king. Queen take. Also discover on this move. But also they discover on this move as well. Well, if queen take the rook here, I mean, most smartly they would take it with the rook, I guess. And then I can take the queen. And then they can take the rook with the check. King have to, oh no, that would be checkmate. Okay, that's not smart. if I take their queen first, they would take my queen. And then I take their rook. They can take my rook. That would be equal trade. But because my opponent have 4 pieces, was that I only have 3. If I equally trade, they have knight f6. That will probably be the last puzzle that you're talking about. They don't have to sack the queen there at the end. Yes, I do think that they have a knight move there because there was like 2 knights and also a queen controlling that position. Like remember, it's like this square protecting the pawn there. And then I had a pawn here and a queen here. And with their knight take, pawn take, the other knight take, with the queen protecting the knight there, knight still protecting the pawn here, that queen can't take there and queen can't take the knight. So that would be actually a better position compared to that they sacrifice the queen. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Yeah, back to this puzzle. Should probably just analyze what's happening first. They have to rock on open file, and with the queen taking the whatever the knight here, queen take the knight here. Now the queen is controlling these diagonal. This pawn is hanging. Bishop is controlling here. This diagonal. There is a threat that they put on, which is queen take, rook take, rook take, and then that would be checkmate basically, because rook controlling here and the bishop controlling here. So if I let this happen, that would be checkmate for sure. So how to stop it would be my question. Queen can go there, give king a check, but they can directly take it with the rook. Even though I take it with the pawn here, that they still have this move. And also I lost the queen. On top of that, I'm not yet advantage. Can I move my queen here? Just stopping it. If the queen take, then my pawn can take, or the rook could take. If the rook take here, I can take the rook. Yeah, so with this move, that is to protect her with to attack her. They struggle for them to introduce the third one, because if they do this, then my rook could directly take. So they might have to move the queen. After that move, maybe they could even do bishop take here. That's already a trade that benefits my opponent. And even though I take them there, then after the take back with the pawn, that would still be a trade that made me in a worse position. If I take the queen first, they can take either. They can take with either, or they can ignore that and then take it with the queen. And well, man, how to resolve this one? This is this is such a struggle. Okay. If I take this, that would be a check. They would have to resolve it, and then I take the rock here, and then that would be a rock versus a bishop. If I take here, they would take here, and if I drop to check, rock could drop back, and then if I take it there, king take back, they would have a bishop versus nothing. So I guess it'll be this. Okay, I might have one more puzzle. They took the knight and also blocking the check here. So now the rook here is pinned, which means if I use the rook to take the rook here, unless they want to take it with the queen. No, that's not right, because they have two attacker here, and I only have two protector here. No, I have two attacker here. They have two protector here, so they will win a piece after exchange. Anyway, they have a rock, queen, rock lining up here. So if they do take, me take, queen take, well, queen take here, rock take, bishop, no, bishop is already gone, rock drop, they can directly take. So if that happened, that it would be worse for me. They also have a knight here control the center. Knight could go here to attack my queen. That I also have to be aware. I have a queen here. Diagonal, attack the king on the diagonal. Dark square bishop not actually doing much thing. Rook here stacked. Rook here under attack, protecting the last rank. I definitely would say that white is in an advantage. Just seeing how many active pieces that is there. And this is probably all my active pieces. And because the rock here is not active at all, a drop they could directly take. So I'm looking at rock take here. That's stopping the queen and the rock coming down to here. The only piece that get to take the rock here would be the queen. If the queen move, I mean, queen can take the rock here, and then that would directly attack the queen there. And I guess in that case, I will include the bishop there to pin the queen to the king so they can't move. And if they include the knight, I can still take here to check the king, so they would have to resolve it first. And with that way, I'm actually winning. However, it could be possible after this move that queen moved to f2, and that means that if I use a rook to take here, then they can directly take the queen here. And well, I guess I can still move the bishop here, just lining this up. But then they can move the knight. But I don't see any other better move. I mean, I could include the bishop here, but they can directly take for nothing. Also, that would attack my rook. I can do this first, but then I guess they can include their bishop here. Make just adding more pressure on here. And then it's not that easy for me to, well, I guess I can include another rook here, and then they would have three protector, and I have 4 attacker. I should be able to winning a piece if that do happen. So what move would come in first? If I add pressure, they could add pressure. If I directly take, after this move, they can't give me check because they are pinned. Is that really smart to take the queen there? Okay, that comes in check. First, they have to resolve the king. And even though they have the time to do this, my queen is protecting the f8. So if I drop the rook, they take. I still have the queen drop back to take. And then rook take, king take. So it's not an immediate threat. It's not that bad. Okay. Yeah. Because the rock here, that even though my queen here is protecting the f8, it's not like an immediate checkmate, but still after the exchange, I will have no pieces, only pawns, and my opponent would still have a knight in hand, and that my opponent definitely would have more advantage if it didn't came in with a check. Cool, now it's time for some game. Okay, white in the system. Okay, this is not a normal thing that I've seen before. I can take nothing to immediately take back, but I guess they can push the pawn here and then do it there. But I guess, well, I have no guess. I can also push the pawn here. Just if they take, I'll take back and still just maintaining it. Annoying thing would be they push it here, just to take in more space. Yeah, I can't remember what would be the best move in this case. Well, get the knight out. And then I'll probably get the knight there. Okay, now they get the knight involved. I'll be a knight there, and then I can take it with the bishop, and then lining up here, which could be nice. Or I can just continue developing. Okay, with that move, knight go there. After knight take, bishop take, pawn take, equal trade. And then I guess they can push the pawn here. And yeah, I think that's doable. If they don't take it, I'll probably just leave it there, and well, they doing that. Light square bishop don't have this come in handy. The bishop is protecting there. Well, I guess if I have something protecting here, it would be nice. But no, they're kicking my knight, so I guess exchange. With it here, probably just take, let the queen out. This point, I will get the queen. I can get the queen out, attacking there, but then they could move the bishop there and then push this pawn for a discover. I can move the knight. I can get the bishop out and then castling. I can get the queen out there. First, well, I'll get the queen out first, and then I'll get the bishop out. And then can talk about castling. Now they're attacking. If I take, they push, I take, that is not that bad. If I take, they take here, here is opening, so still not that bad. So I guess take would be better. With it here, I wonder if there is anywhere that could come in handy. Not that I can see. So I guess bishop out and then castling. I do have this move, but then pawn push or knight out. Could just stop it. Okay, they get the knight out. Where next could they go? They could go there. So I'll control here first. They try to attack my queen. I mean, I can't go there. Knight controlling there. Queen controlling there. So I guess I can try to challenge the queen and then take it here. And if they don't, I can even go there. In this case, they do have a light square bishop that could controlling there. So I, well, I guess king castling would still be safer. My knight have very limited square to go. I'll probably say bring the king, bring the rook into the center would be what I like. And castling as well. After this move, pawn would be under attack, so I have to be aware of that. This move could come in hand. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to do something else? Rock to the center. Okay, knight there. Attack the pawn here. So I guess this pawn push will probably make sense now. I can also push to there, but they can directly take here, so that's not what I want. Oh, no! Ah! They can take the pawn here! No! So annoying. Yeah. Well, I can trade to completely open up the king, but this is annoying. Luckily, they don't have anything lining up here. So I guess I would get my knight out first, and then we can talk about it. But then they are still attacked. Also, that move blocked the rock, so I would like to get it. Rock could coming in. Yep. Okay. Are they aiming for this move? if they are. Oh, for God's sake, they didn't see this move. With that move, that would be a fork. Well, I guess if I take it, that won't be, anyway, never mind. Well, I wonder, could I do this? Pawn push, they take, I take, check. Well, I don't have any follow-up move though. Okay. I wonder, does it worth for me to get the knight into the game? With this move, after the exchange, pawn could be hanging. With the rook here, maybe I should open up this file. After I take, they take, I take, it will be fine exchange for me. After they take, I take it here, they can take me, so I guess I take would be better. And that's also double their pawn if they take it that way. If they take my knight, rook go there. If they take my knight, I'll take the rook. If they don't, I'll just take the rook, and that is protected by the pawn, so I should be fine. I have to watch the time though. See what they're gonna do. Interesting. Honestly, with that move, I can take it here, protecting my rook as well, and then see what they're gonna. They might do this, but both is protected. So king is protecting here, rook is protecting here, so I should be fine. I might even be able to take the pawn there. Okay, with that move, I can take the pawn here. They try to attack here, but there is no lining up move. Rook here, just attended for this move. Could be good. Are they aiming for this move? I mean, I can take it here, so it should be fine. I guess I could start to push the pawn here. Just start to pushing it to the end. King, that's a check. And then I can take the rook here. With that move, I imagine this would be another check. Nothing could take it there. This would be a check, exchange. And then I guess I can include my knight into the game. Rook. Oh, rook can take it. And then knight attack. Well, I can drop back. They try to attack my knight again. Oh, they're gonna attack me again, and then I will. Okay. Rook. Wait, that's still not checkmate. Serious. Oh, I guess the rook could drop back. Oh, this is so stressful. I have 3 seconds left. This is so crazy. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay, they obviously have a blunder here that I didn't manage to convert it to my benefit. All of the front part, it's more or less the opening. I decided to do that. Wait, why this is bad? I didn't realize it was a bad move. It just caught me off guard. I didn't thought. Queen here. I mean, queen here, they have this move. Directly attack my queen. And then they have the... Oh no, the knight can't block it. So the only move, I can do this. And the only move they have is push the pawn here to block. Instead of that, knight here. I mean, most smart move will probably be take. And then I guess I can take the rook here. And then the knight is pinned. Yes, they can drop the knight back to protect it. But I guess I have the queen here. No, I don't have the queen there because of the knight is controlling that square. Okay, okay. That's definitely something that I never occurred, never occurred before, and it just didn't cross my mind. Okay. Yeah, using the knight to take is also not something have ever occurred to me as well. But I guess this could be a move because there is no protection there anymore. Yeah, this is quite cool. But I decided to exchange there, which immediately missed the opportunity to trade my knight for a rook, like trade my lower value piece for a more valuable piece. Okay, this move is inaccuracy. I remember I was struggle to decide um, develop the knight or develop the bishop or develop the queen. I choose to develop the queen simply because if I develop the bishop here first, then my queen will be blocked on this diagonal and it could only come in to this diagonal, which is not that powerful, I guess. What suggestion do they have? They suggest to attack here. I mean that's probably fair because at the end of the game I was trying to resolve it here because otherwise my knight have nowhere to go. This is good, but also I remember that left h-file pawn hanging. I was thinking here to rather take the knight or not, but I guess I should have taken it. What is this? New skill unlock. Winning capture. A character that win material. This can either be a free piece or an exchange that benefit you in the material count. Cool. What? Yeah, I remember this benefits me. Ah. I guess I could have do this first. Knight there with controlling that square, and on top of that, attack the 2 pawn here. Yeah, knight here is definitely a dumb move. And they try to attack my knight. I really like this move because that defending the knight. I do have this move. Yeah, I personally feel like this might be better. I guess I can take it. And then, they can't stop. Okay, I really like the blunder there that I didn't see. And then apparently I could winning um, material here if I did some other move. And yeah, I know I know knight here could be good, but also it never occurred to me that knight go there could be an option. Once my queen go there, because that would win this. If the two rock haven't connected. So this is a really nice thing that I saw in this game. Cool. I'm just gonna drink some water and then play another game. Oh, black, Scandinavian. Okay. Probably knight out. Yeah, I should do the bishop out, pawn other bishop. Well, I guess I can't do the bishop there. Maybe I can get bishop there, and then that's interesting. Well, I guess I can do this. Just have to decide how can I get this. I don't mind. Okay, get my queen out. Knight attacking, but it's hanging. And then I get my bishop involved. These could come in hand, I guess, and I'll break their pawn line. On top of that, knight out, castling could be a move. Yeah, let's stop that. Well, I'm gonna castle first. Get the rook onto the center. That's enable the queen, I guess. Get my knight out first. Okay, so I think this is what they think. I feel like this could be a move, attack the queen, because and then the queen can take here. Well, so they're definitely aiming for this move, and how to stop that. With that move, I can see this, but they can take it here. Well, it's not that bad. They took the pawn here, and then I can take the bishop there for free. So that's a fair change for me. And then they try to attack here. I'm happy to try to attack the queen. With it here, if they take here, it's fine. I mean, I can surely take it first, because that's free. Yep. So now I have to think. This is protected by the rook protecting each other. Here is protected by the bishop, and the bishop is protecting it. Knight is hanging, so the only thing I have to think about is the knight here. Bishop drop back here would definitely protect the knight. And then we can think about something else. Or yeah, my queen can't come back in time for it. They do have this move, kick me, but I'm in knight trade. I don't mind it. Dark square bishop could come in hand now. This is doable. Okay, now it's time to get my bishop back. Oh, nothing is protecting it. Good. Damn. Annoying. Okay. Well, I guess. Okay. Probably get my rook into the game in the open file because here it's controlled by the queen, so I can't do anything about it. They're attacking my queen. I can do this to try to attack the queen. Okay, they drop down. Still, everything is protected. I should be fine. With I wonder if I should do this, but that's still protected. I wonder if I should do this, and I'll attack the queen, and nothing else should be worried too much about. Maybe I should do this. What can I do? I think now I want to challenge the rock. They are very close to backrank checkmate. Okay. Queen go there and then rock drop. That could be something that after take, that should be fine. I mean, queen can take here, that should be fine. Okay, they give up on the game. This is basically into the middle game. Yeah, they blunder their knight. Ah, if they take, that's actually a worse move. Okay, here's powerful. What I should have done is g6, blocking it here, rather than doing this move. Because I've just realized after that move, with queen take, I can't take back with a queen, because if I take with a queen, they can use the bishop to take. And after the exchange, they were winning a bishop during the exchange. And yeah, it's only because they didn't see it and then left their bishop hanging that I managed to take the bishop. And now my knight is hanging. I try to protect my knight. They try to do that. Here and this. And I feel like I forgot that with the bishop here, protect the pawn, but it was hanging. With that move, I was thinking about rook here, exchange, and then that would be check. Give them a check, maybe find a mate. But yeah. I'll have another game. And maybe for the last game, I'll play 15-10. Just to give me slightly longer time to think. Because my brain starts to not working properly. Okay, black, Scandinavian. I guess not Scandinavian. Well, if they take, oh, that's London system. Yeah, I'll mirror them. Knight out, controlling the center, should be fine. What's happening now? I guess knight out. Okay, they try to challenge me. I'm thinking about doing this actually. And then after they take, I take, queen could come out here and then give a check. Okay. They open the king. Okay. Well, for this I should take. And then what happened? Probably leave escape square and then castle. Okay, to get the knight out. I mean, queen there could be nice, but then they have this move. Well, in that case, I can take. And then, yeah. Okay, knight there. Where are they attended? This is controlling there. Thinking about developing my knight. Okay, they get the knight out. Maybe my queen here is not that useful. Knight in the center would definitely be what I'm thinking. Otherwise, yeah, here is protected, so I can't immediately challenging it. Actually, maybe I'll get my queen back. Just to attack. So first I can get knight back. And then maybe I can go there. That leave escape square. This would open up a file for me. Interesting. Should I block it, honestly? If I take, I mean, they can do this. That actually benefits me. If they take it here, I would have a singulated pawn. But I mean, I can just blocking it there. With it here, if they take, well, they have a double pawn, and then I can take it as a rock, so that would be open for me. I take, they take, I take the rock, and then that. Do I want to take the rock? No, I would like to control the open file. What are they up to? So here is all blocked. I personally would put the rock here, attacking the pawn here, protected by the pawn. So they are completely closed off. If they take, I take it as a pawn, they easier to have a pass pawn. But I take it as a check. And then they take it there. And then yeah, en pensant. Now both of my pawn is hanging, so I guess I would take the pawn here. They might take that one, and then that. I do have a check in hand. They can move to there. But the problem is the pawn here is the path pawn. So, when they do this, maybe I can use the queen to come in. No, I don't have enough time. This is so annoying. I can fork a... I can fork a draw. I can force a draw. Or maybe I can't. I might start to push this. This is so annoying. It's happened again. Okay, here is the middle game. They got the knight out. Maybe I shouldn't do this move. Yeah, I wonder if the queen directly go here would be actually be nicer. Just attacking there. But I guess they still have this move in hand. I shouldn't take rook f b8, rook f b8. They think my rook could go here to challenge. We are still relatively equal. Rook a2, rook a2. Yeah, I do feel like maybe here would be better because queen there would be a check. Could winning this. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, but here could be a better move. But I missed. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. King h7, king h7. Why? And then they push for a pawn. That's fair. Yeah, I think rook the rook a7, that move would be much better. I guess it's approaching the end game. I was thinking too much of moving the pieces into a relatively active square rather than thinking about check at that time. If I do it differently, it will be different, but also I was stressed about the time. So I am gonna play 15-10 for probably one more game, just to give myself some more time to think. Okay. Learn the system. Does it take that long to think? Okay, not sure. Maybe this move. Yeah, I can't see any other move, which means I'm just gonna develop. Knight. I guess this move is not in hand anymore because they could directly take and push the pawn here. But I mean, I can just put my knight there, and then castling, and then push this pawn up. Okay, now this is in hand. Take would be better move. This would be better compared to the queen take. Queen usually go there. I guess I'll get my knight move first, and then this move, open up. Okay, they didn't do that, which is fine. controlling this move, controlling here, and then I guess knight out will be my next move. I'll do castling next, because so far the development is basically done. Okay, they push the pawn here, try to challenge. I think they want to do this move, which I don't want to see, so I guess I'll take. Now it's equal. Do I want to take them, let them take me, or what should I do? If they take my knight, if they take my bishop, I'll trade it actually. And then maybe it's time to bring my queen out. And then probably walk here. I wonder how they're gonna take it here. Okay. I still can't take this because of the knight there. They are protecting each other, so that is fine. Here is protecting, that is fine. Here is protecting this, so that is fine. Thinking about pushing it here, just try to challenge it here. Though if they take, it's hard for me to take, and then that will leave here hanging. Maybe I can get my rock to the center first. And then what should I do? Here it's not doable because of this. Now what they attack have a knight. So ideally I want to move the knight. Knight here would be more useful, or knight here could be useful, so I guess I'll get it back. And then start to get it there. But why? There is no immediate attack to here. Just don't have to worry about it too much, though it does left my king in a slightly more dangerous place. Yeah, definitely knight out would be my thought. Oh, they don't have a They don't have a light square bishop anymore, which means that queen can go to that square, lining up for that. So what I can see, okay, are they lining up for there? So knight there, queen there, maybe. I still would like to get my knight involved. Yeah, I can't see any other thing they're threatening. Queen here would definitely be good. But then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 things. And then I mean, I can push it up. They take, I take it with the bishop. If they take it here, I can take it with the queen. And then, or I can take it with a rock and then start to include the rock into the game. So even though this is pinned, I still have 1, 2, 3 pieces here. And then the knight, they only have 2. If they include another one, maybe I'll just push it. No, push it would be dumb. I might just take it. Well, after that, it would be okay, was that there? Oh, knight can't take, but if the queen take here, and then knight take, that would be fine. They don't have any other immediate thing include. So I guess queen take. Okay, now I would like to include the knight into the game. And also probably pawn push. Would be nice for my knight going there. Attack the king, controlling that square. King have to move. Only that I don't have a dark square, which is annoying. if I can manage to push this pawn to the end, because that's a pass pawn, it would be nice. Probably this pawn push, and then push it here, and then push it there. If they take, can take back and continue pushing. Other than that, get my rook to here just to take this would be nice. I definitely have more pieces than them. I have a knight and a bishop more. So as long as I can keep this, I should be able to win the game. Surely they're not gonna just let it drop there and staying there. And let me win on time. Okay, they did that. I can't on pawn phone. I guess I can't do this. Do I want to on pawn phone? If I do on pawn phone, take it here. They could use this to take or use this to take. If they use rook to take, knight take. If they use pawn to take, my bishop could take it here. And then well, I guess there won't be a pawn there after on pawn phone. And let's grab bishop. Yeah, maybe I should just push it. It's fine. They take, I take. Only problem, so if I do this, that they drop the bishop, they drop the rock there, that would actually be annoying. How to prevent that? I mean, I can take it here, but there's nothing protecting it there. I can get the rock here and then bring another rock in. Yeah, that's actually a good idea, because that would be 2 protector with 2 attacker. if they push it here, it'd be nice for me to get my knight there. That would be a fork. But also, they can directly take because nothing else is protecting it, which is annoying. Can't do anything about it, so yeah, I guess I have to drop. And then I'm gonna get this rock in and then push this pawn. And then if they keep watching on it, that my 2 rock is protecting here, I'm just gonna move my knight around to take the pawn. Okay, okay. If I take it here, well, I guess they can take it, then bishop. Oh, I could have taken it there. Well, I guess that's a shame. And I don't have another way, so I guess this will be in hand. I think they might aim to go there. If they do, that would be annoying. Okay. That's more interesting than I thought. What exactly are they up to? Are they intended to stack it or something? Like, why? I'm thinking about pushing it here after they take. I can use my knight to take, give king a check, and then controlling these 2 square with where else can I control? So the easiest would be they just include the king there. Well, that's a bit annoying. Well, in that case, I guess I will start to include my knight into the game. Okay, now they see this. Still, they only have 2 attacker here. I have 2 protector here, so I should be fine. With they take, I take, that's a check. And they would have to do this. And if there's the signal in. If I have a dark square bishop, it would be really nice, because now I can at least trade. It's so annoying that all their pawn is on the light square. And I can't get through. Maybe I should give up that pawn and start to think about something else. Because otherwise, we're just gonna stuck here forever. So nothing much I can do. Yeah, honestly, I'll still get the knight into the game. So, okay, they did something first, which is good. Which is good. Just because the tension is still here, that I'm still gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna not get my knight there, and then start to attack him there. And then I might move my rook away and just like give up on that pawn. So now I'm gonna attack this, and if that is protected, okay. No, I can't go there. That's so annoying. Home push. Well, if they take here, it'll be annoying. I can do this, but then they take, this will expose. No, if they take, I'll take, and then that will be an equal trade, and then I can do this. Okay. They have the three things here with this take, and this take. There's two protecting here, but here would be hanging. So I can take it there. With me take here, and because nothing is protecting that, so it's actually worse. With what else can I do? I can drop it back, though that is protecting more space. I can start to get the king involved. Okay, now a start. This is an equal trade. And then here will be attack. Are they gonna do something to... No, it should be fine. So next move will be this. That I'm sort of pin the rock to the king and also forcing the rock to take. And then I can just try to push pawn. Because now the pawn is controlling here. So if the check do happen, king would have to drop back. Ah, they're thinking about taking the knight. However, with this move, they can't take the knight because they will be pinned to the king. Yep, this will be a trade. with this move, that take, I take, should be fine, and then I can take it here and then do something about it. Okay. King try to attack my knight. I guess that would be a check. So this is protecting it. Could attack here. So they're protecting it. If they do go there, well, I guess I can do this. I'll give up on my knight. If I do this, they still have this square to escape, so that should be fine. Okay, and then me catching up. Okay, so that should be a queen, and they still have somewhere to go. Cool. If I do this with the queen controlling here, pawn controlling here, bishop controlling here, king still have these two squares to go. So that should be fine. Or I can go there, just keep pushing it. Okay, I feel like I still have this square to go. Okay, I have this move. Where the king could go, king can't take it because bishop's controlling here, and I just need my queen to controlling all the rest, and it should be fine. Queen go there is not smart. Queen go here, controlling there. Queen go here. They can still go there, and then be nice to go there, but I currently can't. With the queen go there, this is only where king could go. And then I would have to move my queen, otherwise that would be that would be stalemate. But if I do this, they have either way to go. Okay. If I go there, then that would be stalemate because both pieces can't move. In that case, I think I might need to do this. Make them to go up, and then I move my bishop up. And after this move, maybe I have a move. I tried so hard and it's still stalemate. Seriously, I don't like it. Did I miss any mate in one? Should I have used my king? It's so annoying. I should have just pushed my pawn here, develop it to a rook, and then just do a normal rook and queen checkmate rather than doing this. I wonder if there is any missing checkmate at the end game. So annoying. I don't like it. I think here is approaching the end game. Like the actual end game. There is a mate in 5. Queen c3. Queen c3. Bishop d5. Bishop d5. Bishop e4. Queen f2. I didn't quite get it. It's annoying. It's so painful. Okay, thank you for watching and supporting today. I hope you have a good time, and I did notice that it is said that there is a bit of encoding issue causing the video to have a bit flick. I'm sorry about that. And that's it for today, and I'll see you on Thursday.